describe the technology with Christian and to keep time for questions and discussions directly with you. I think it's a better way to proceed on the technology. So this technology is a new hybrid technology that is combining two energies, one coming from a combustion engine, a gasoline combustion engine. Here it's our 3-cylinder 1.2 liter atmospheric one on the shelf already existing. And the second energy, and that is new, the second energy is coming from air pressurized in accumulators. This technology is a hybrid technology that allows in urban situations to reduce fuel consumption up to 45% and the homologation cycles up to 35%. So now, Christian, can you explain to us how it works?
So, as Karin mentioned, you have the high pressure accumulator. You will compress the gas and you use fluid, and this fluid is oil. So this oil is then pushed out of the accumulator and is going to hydraulic components. And this hydraulic components is used to transform this energy in mechanical energy that we will give via the transmission to the wheel. So this is the way how we push the oil out, use this energy to move the car. And you have the second way to gain this energy. It's, imagine you want to brake, so then you make it in a reverse mode. It means you use this energy from braking to compress and to push the oil inside of this high pressure accumulator. And the low pressure accumulator, what is in the back side of the car, is just a way to get out this fuel or this oil, from the car. So it's a very simple way.
Thank you. Thank you, Christian, for this.
And kind question, what are the main advantages of this technology?
Okay, so the first advantage is that in terms of performance and fuel consumption, we've got very outstanding results, especially for cars that are much more dedicated to urban situations. The second advantage is that you've got a very competitive technology. All the parts are mechanical parts that can be easily deployed in all markets. And the third point that is very important is that this technology is fully recyclable. All the parts are completely recyclable, which means that if you think of it in terms of mainstream hybridizations adapted to all markets, you've got something that fits the ecological worldwide requests. Okay, so I think that we have briefly described the technology in terms of how it works. I think that now we are ready to answer your questions. If you have some questions, we will be happy to answer, Christian and myself.
Please, about this price of this technology. How many?
Okay, this is a competitive technology, which means that we think today that this technology will be in the price area of diesel cars with automated gearbox. So the idea, as we think that it is a mainstream hybridization, the idea is to offer to the end customer something that can be very competitive.
J'ai une question. Bonjour, nous sommes venus à Genève. Quelles sont les avancées depuis 6 mois sur la commercialisation, sur le développement de cette technologie?
Vous répondez en français?
Je veux bien vous répondre en français.
Non, mais pour vos...
Ah oui, je veux bien en français. Oui.
Okay, sorry, so I will have to answer in French because it's for a French blog. Donc, depuis la dernière fois, nous sommes à notre 5e génération de démonstrateurs. Ce que je peux dire aujourd'hui, c'est que d'un point de vue technique, il n'y a plus nous sommes au bout, nous sommes au bout d'un point de vue technique sur la technologie, et les points qui nous restaient à résoudre, notamment sur la partie acoustique, sont aujourd'hui, je vous le dis, et je le dis à vos blogueurs, réglés. Ce qu'il reste à faire maintenant, c'est intensifier notre démarche de collaboration et avec notre partenaire Bosch, déployer cette technologie le plus rapidement possible. Any other questions? Question.
des vitesses finales de la voiture avec le système. Vous avez la vitesse finale.
I mean the speed of the car.
Oui,
There's no, the technology is working through 3 different modes. Each mode is adapted to the usage and situations, which means that in terms of speed, there's no limitation. You're driving a car exactly as you're driving your car today.
So if you're on the highway, you will not use hybrid mode. So it's normal car.
And it is fully transparent for the untested.
Dans combien de temps peut-on espérer voir ces voitures-là commercialisées?
On reste sur ce que nous avions communiqué déjà au Salon de Genève, c'est que nous n'envisageons pas de sortie sur le marché avant 2016. Il nous reste encore sur la partie partenariat et déploiement à continuer à travailler sur la technologie.
Just a question about the noise. Will it be as quiet as a hybrid electric car?
I think I would say I will not answer in noise. It's a question of sound. Yeah? I think for each technology you can have different sound. If you drive an electrical car, you hear some new sounds you never heard before. Yeah? If you drive this technology, it will be the same. But the level is something that a final user will be used to and will be acceptable. If it's not acceptable anywhere, we are not able to sell it. Yeah? There will be not a noise issue. It's a new sound where the end user needs to be used to. Any further questions?
Could you say what the tanks are made of and what's the maximum pressure that they will run at?
The current tank technology is made of steel, and the pressure we are going up to 300 bars. So it means it's a reasonable pressure in the automotive area, where with I think with Commonwealth systems we can go up to 2,000 bars. So the pressure is really, I will say, safe pressure. There is no issue with that.
Aurons-nous bientôt le plaisir de monter dedans, sans la conduire?
The question is when the journalist can drive the car, Karim.
So we stick to what we have mentioned a few months ago. We are at our 5th car generations, and we will be ready to present them to journalists end of this year or the later beginning of next year.
If you need to, si tu as besoin d'une réponse en français, tu peux la refaire.
On a compris. Merci.
Any further questions?
How many kilometers can run in air mode only? And kilometers, yeah. And about the vibration in air mode only, it's similar to an electric car or a car with a normal engine.
Okay.
No, okay. Regarding energy storage today, if you drive just zero emission level, you can drive few hundreds of kilometers. Because the spirit of the technology is not to drive zero emission for a long time, but it's very often. Because the storage, I think the accumulator can be pressed again with less than 10 seconds. So the cycle is very short. And if you do that short cycle very often, at the end you save 45% fuel in city driving. This was the first question. And there was a second?
About the vibrations of the engine in the air mode.
In terms of noise and vibrations in the car in the air mode, it's no more today an issue in terms of level and in terms also of coloration, it means frequencies. This is something that we have soon.